Gotta scoot myself over a little bit. Oh, oh, oh. Ah! I'm so excited. Today, I'm playing... Oh, you guys, I'm so excited. I'm playing Slay the Princess. Oh my god, I tweeted at Black Tabby Games on Twitter and I was like, haha, LMAO, wouldn't it be so funny if you sent me an exclusive link to your demo? Haha, hee hee. And they actually did it! So I have an exclusive code that allowed me to download the game early to play the demo. Isn't that rad? Okay, let's get started. Can you see that the hand is a little claw? With like a little claw on it? Oh, this game is fully voice acted also, by the way. Which is incredible. And the voice actors are like, the narrator and the princess are voiced, I think those are the only voices in the game, and they're voiced by true crime podcast hosts, I think, which is what Gab said when she was streaming it, and I was like, that's rad as hell! So, let's begin.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I had to scoot my monitor up a little bit. My mic is covering the text. Ooh. Ooh. That's neat. I like that.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh. I'm having a little bit of, it's a little laggy when I do this, but that might just be like my PC. Oh, there's a lot of options. Okay. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Vive la revolution! Okay. The end of the world.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
You know what? I think maybe I should... Oh, not glasses, not wings. God, there we go. Learn my own toggles. We're gonna hold on to this plushie because I feel like we're gonna need the comfort. But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Don't question it, just do what I say. Do you have any evidence?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Killing a princess or a person seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Hi, Illithid! I'm playing Slay the Princess, the exclusive demo. It's a good thing you're a dumpster queen, because if you were a dumpster princess, I might have to kill you. Can't someone else do this?
If only that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
My bitrate is like all over the fucking place. I wonder what's up with that. Does it seem laggy to you guys?
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how.
Oh, sorry, I skipped ahead. I'm sorry, narrator. Okay. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay here. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Okay. This is...
So sure.
I'm a hero.
Talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
I don't even know why I'm here, Mr. Narrator.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
I like this wiggly... Oh, it does it here, too. I like this wiggly line stuff going on. Like it's... Also, hello, new viewers. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm playing Slay the Princess, and I'm pumped. We're going to this cabin.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Voice of the hero?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, I thought I was the hero. I guess I'm the villain. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Glad I'm not strangling the princess to death with my own bare hands. Oh, I can go in without the blade. Interesting. I'll take it.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I don't know this princess, so she might be kind of shady. I'd like to have the knife just in case.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It's commanding, almost as though she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Ooh. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Why is she not connected to this one? Did she break out?
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
Are you here to kill me or something?
Oh, well. Maybe. What? No way. I'm just here to talk.
So, why'd you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it and then we can chat?
Oh, no. No.
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Yeah. I'm not dropping this knife. I'm too uncomfortable.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What do you guys think? Should I drop the knife? I'm really nervous. I feel like she's gonna claw my face off or something. I'm not gonna do it.
Then I'm not talking to you.
You're talking to me right now. Do it. Drop it. No! Squint
You
at
stare
her.
at the princess, squinting. She squints back.
Oh, slay her.
The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Squint even harder.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
1, something's got to give. 2, something's got to give. She seems lovely and not at all sus. What? She's... Look at her! She's sus as fuck! Fine! Ugh, I'll drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clatter.
I don't want to kill someone if I can help it.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against
Whoa.
your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Why are your eyes like that?
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
I have not forgotten about the blade on the floor. Do not worry.
So, this is a pretty awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
Not to make things even more awkward, but do you know why you're here to kill me?
Do you know you're a threat to the whole world? I've been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe. Let's do that.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
There are people out there who think you're a threat to the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
She probably already knows.
Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
I don't know, lady. Those eyes are not saying cuddly friend to me.
Did they even bother to tell you how I'm supposed to end the world? Because that just doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd be capable of.
Here, let me just scratch your nose for you. Feel better? I'm more inclined to trust you than I am inclined to trust them. I'm not inclined to trust anyone in this situation. I was hoping you'd tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're asking.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Look, at the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
Oh, hello, new viewers. Welcome to the stream. I'm trying really hard not to be scared and not slay this princess yet. But look, she got these big ol' eyes that are really freaking me out a little bit, so I don't know how long that's gonna last.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or any other number of good things that I'm sure you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
You gonna gouge my eyes out?
So, do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Bitch.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Bitch, how do you expect me to help you if you're not gonna tell me anything? How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here. And if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
You gonna cut your hand off?
She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Yee!
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Are you just trying to get me out of the room to grab the knife?
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here? A moral failing to be certain. She seems fine. She hasn't made any moves to, you know, get me.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
This princess is fucking hardcore.
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Oh.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
That's how lying works, Ren. I'm a trusting person. I like to believe that people are capable of good things, until they prove otherwise. gonna take a sippy. I'm drinking this rose lemonade. It's so good, and it's pink. It's like a pale pink. It's so pretty. Okay. Oh, I just gleeked. Oh, it's a good thing I've got a pop filter on my mic, otherwise I would have just spit all over. Fentimans? Yeah, that one. It's really good. I saw they also have root beer. I wonder how good that is. Okay.
Is someone else here?
Hey! Let me out of here!
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
You locked me in here, fucking narrator. Fentiman's Rose Lemonade is awesome. It's so good! Oh my god, I would drink it every day if I could. It's a little bit carbonated, and it comes in just a beautiful bottle. Hashtag not sponsored, but Fentimans, if you want to sponsor me, I'm willing. Try the door.
Try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
All right.
Myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
This is maidenless behavior, Mr. Narrator.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Well, maybe for you.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Looks like you're gonna kill her then. No! I'm gonna free her! Maybe she has like beast powers and can break the door down or something. Oh, what if we kissed in the dungeon under the cabin? Just kidding. Unless...
You won't like what happens if you do that.
You don't know shit about fuck. Free the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
She is just looking at me with those big ol' eyeballs.
To cut into her flesh.
Oh no.
The blade is sharp,
Oh!
and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone. She pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron cord.
Hot.
She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Maybe she's not human.
The princess clutches the wound, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Well, technically, she only lost her hand.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No,
Please
you
don't
won't
kill me
have
from
any of
behind.
that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
What is going on here? Oh, I've got claws. Like the pointer. And feathers?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Warn her.
Stop that.
Oh. I thought this was a little too easy.
Uh-oh.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess dodges? Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist!
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
Uh-oh.
She knocks your legs out from under you with a swift kick. You didn't even see it coming. You fall to the ground, the wind leaving your lungs all at once in a violent puff, and her knee settles on your throat. You try to gasp for air, but she pushes on your windpipe with weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. You won't draw another breath. When she manages to escape from this place and brings ruin to the world, know that it was all your fault. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happening. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Well, it was the end of my world, but... Oh... But I died. What am I doing here? Yep, okay, definitely gonna do it. Hasn't this already happened?
Hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. We can help her. We just have to find a way.
Voice of the doubting.
Is there another one of us in here? Help her? Need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago. Just
oh, crud. I skipped some dialogue.
On the task at hand.
Well, I should probably save. Damn, I missed that dialogue. Okay. Silently proceed to the cabin.
I have one last warning for you. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
What a lovely little home. Hi, Ari. From the outside it looks okay, but it looks pretty dank on the inside, I would say.
The word wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Okay. I wonder if I'll ever get other options to like walk away from the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely empty. The air stale and musty, the floor and walls covered in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm gonna not take the knife this time.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries softly up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
What has the princess done wrong? Are we on the hunt? The only thing the narrator has told us is that the princess will destroy the world if we don't kill her. So far, I tried that once, and she murdered me. But I can't say I blame her, because the narrator possessed my body and tried to get me to kill her, so... I'm trying again without murdering her.
It's even more hypnotizing than before. Is it more hypnotizing than before, or is that just what we want it to be? I think we're in love. For everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just don't let her charm you. It's all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She looks different.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's still so beautiful. And she has both of her arms again. Did everything we just went through actually happen? It must have, because she's different. Can't you tell?
You. I remember you. You're going to help me get out of here, right?
Now you look like an anime girl. Looks can be deceiving, yes. Oh. Oh! There's 7 endings in the demo and many more ways to die. Okay. Thank you, Tony and Abby, for a lovely demo. I'm gonna play more. For sure. Okay.
Your honor, you're here.
Yes, I'm here to slay her. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. Ignore him.
Yeah. Let's go inside.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely the blade.
Take the blade. I think
Take
we'll
the
try
blade
slaying
from the
her
table.
this time.
It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I doubt she'll actually let us slay her.
The door to the basement, her voice.
Who's there?
It's commanding. Don't let it fool you.
Okay. Continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
There's a lot of potential here. This demo may not be much, but the concept is super intriguing. Yes! The creators of this game, Black Tabby Games, also made Scarlet Hollow, which is one of my favorite games of all time. And this game is... Oh, I'm so intrigued! I'm so intrigued! Also, hello, new viewers. I noticed a few of you stopping by. This is my second run. The first time, I tried to save the princess and helped her cut her arm off to get out of this cuff. And then she stepped on my windpipe and choked me to death. So this time, we're gonna actually try to slay her and see how that goes.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
Are you here to kill me or something?
Steel your nerves and step forward.
Step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? She's unarmed.
Are you sure she's
I'm
not
positive.
armed?
I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Unless the weapon is her own 2 hands.
Hesitating. Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Okay. Slay the princess.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck. Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
I didn't know she had a knife. She's hardcore. Die, finish the job.
With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
You could have thrown it. I should have. There should be an option to throw it.
Oh.
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly losing.
How romantic. Oh. Do you all... Hey, do you often come here to bleed out together on the floor?
Somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder... Do you really think this is the end?
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words.
This is weird.
But you don't have the time to worry over such things. Everything goes black, and you die.
The Fury. Last time it was called... What was it called? The Maiden or something?
You're on a path. You're here to...
But I died. She's gonna kill me again. I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then there's nothing we can do to stop her. She's going to kill us again. Oh, is there another one of us in here? If you go to the cabin, you might as well just throw yourself at her feet and beg for mercy. You are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff that pathetic little voice to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin.
I have one last warning for you.
This atmosphere is oppressive. The, background sound of, whooshing. That's good. It's very ominous.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. It's not her lies that'll stop us.
It's her knife.
I must admit, I'm a little worried about going back in there. I don't want to be as much of a downer as my new roommate, but we were definitely outclassed last time. She seems more demon than princess.
Eerily melodic. Yes, exactly, Airy.
Ignore them. They don't know what they're talking about. She's just a princess. Don't get all in your head about it.
She has combat training. She totally got me in the carotid.
The interior of the cabin is larger than it should be. The only item of furniture is a plain wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Last time it said the interior of the cabin is coated in dust, but this time... Oh, okay. Hello, Stormy Sunshine. Scarlet Hollow has a monster boyfriend and Slay the Princess has a monster girlfriend. It's equality. True! True! We love equality! Why is it larger on the inside? Ugh, he didn't say that last time.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Take the table, use as shield. I wish I could. Would you prefer Lodo? Lodophagia? Is that how you say your name? Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old wooden staircase. The steps are wide and deep. The air seeping up from below is heavy and oppressive, with an odd, eggy stink to it.
Eggy?
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's right. Okay. Cool. Eggy? He didn't say eggy last time. Like a sulfur smell? Is that what he means? Like rotten eggs?
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Oh, this is different.
Who's there?
Somehow even fiercer than it was before. Of course it is. Don't let it intimidate you. You carefully make your way down the stairs.
I'm intimidated. Oh!
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? I found out the secret. The princess is a volcano. She's stinky. She's so tall.
Is it just me, or is she bigger than last time? Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Double. A tail? Yeah, a tail. Does she have horns? I can't tell. She's got little nubbins. And her ass is out. Whoo! Sheesh! Whoo! Big lady! Big lady! I like this princess a lot.
I told you. It's pointless.
I was wondering when I might have company. Free me from my bindings, and maybe I'll let you live for a while.
We did say she seemed more like a demon after all. That is true. She got sharp teefies. And pointy ear. Oh. I like that one. That was cool. Okay. 7 endings. Was that an ending? Do it again. Do it again.
You're on up. You're
all right. Yep. Walk towards the cabin.
You make your way up the short. A warning. She will laugh. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
Proceed into the cabin. What happens if you don't bring the knife in? Ah, that's a good idea.
The interior of the blade is your implement.
Yeah, because it said last time the interior was bigger than it looked on the outside. No knife!
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
This is different. When I take the knife, she sounds more aggressive.
It's hypnotizing. Don't let it fool you. It's all...
Continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
She's way friendlier without the knife. Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Hello, large eye lady. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Is that like Moon Moon? So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but You don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
Let's slay her with facts and logic. I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently a threat to the world. But I don't think... But I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Hot theory. The narrator and the princess are exes, and this is their overly complicated way of fighting by dragging this poor guy into the mess. I'm just the middleman. Please, don't shoot the messenger. No, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous.
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
Don't have a lot of trust for this narrator.
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
Still have a few more questions.
There's going to be plenty of time to chat after I'm free, but okay. What do you want to know?
I can't believe... Okay, I'm getting you out of here.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Maybe I can find something to break her free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? Your shouts and plead. I'll repeat myself once.
Try
You
the
try
door.
the door, but it's locked from the outside. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Ugh.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising
Oh!
her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Ma'am! Wowee!
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike,
Welp.
it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
What do you guys think I should do? Free or slay the princess? This time. I wonder if it'll be any different if I kill her now versus if I save her now. Like, will she be a wolf person? Free her, you got her goodwill. Slay. Elith, then you just want me to keep slaying her. try freeing her. I will always advocate for saving the scary devil lady. Okay, I think I'll save her.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
I want that princess dead.
Cut into her flesh.
She's got blood in her mouth now.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
It is a very sharp blade.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Hello.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She clutches the wound, softly smiling as her gaze meets yours.
This is scarier.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Narrator is a bastard.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Stop that.
Oh, I thought this was all a little too easy.
Your body lunges
Oh!
forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges. Wait, she dodges? Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
I'm sorry. I can see you're doing your best to resist what's happening to you. I'll try and make this quick.
She pounces on
Oh!
you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. You feel her claws on your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
Yeah, the way she was talking, I was like, oh, she kind of sounds like she wants to eat me.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained red as your blood seeps into the fabric. When she manages to escape from this place and bring ruin to the world, know that it was all your fault.
I also thought what we had was special.
Can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, is it the damsel again?
You're on a path. You're here.
Silently proceed to the cabin. I wonder if it'll be any different than the last time I
How she will lie.
saw damsel
Yes,
stuff.
don't believe a word. Did you just say the... No, I did. Just ignore this.
Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely empty. The blade...
Enter the basement. No knife.
Door to the basement. Her voice.
Hello?
You're playing a dangerous game. It's even... Is it more... I think we're in... For everyone's sake, you're not in love. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's still so beautiful. It must have, because she's different.
You.
She is different.
I remember you. You're going to help me get out of here, right?
Okay, so it was the same. Okay. Yeah, Nicole Goodnight and Jonathan Sims are their voices. They're really good. I like how the logo is so punchy. What should we do differently this time?
You're here.
What if we turn around and leave?
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know know where you're going?
I'm not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna walk in the opposite direction now. Quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Do you even know where you're going? And nope!
Fine. I suppose you just
Oh, there's
quietly
more!
continue down the path away from the cabin.
Oh, how we interact with her and view her in the first chapter affects her appearance in the second. Yeah, it's interesting. When we try to help her in the first, she looks like an anime girl. When we try to kill her, there was that one where she looked like a devil. A devil. I wonder if we go through the thing where we try to save her again and she bites her own arm and the blade falls down the stairs, maybe we can kill her then.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved.
Turn around again and leave again.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me.
Ooh.
I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Forever? You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Or maybe it's just you. This is motherfuckerly behavior, sir. Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again. In fact, I'm just gonna keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go.
The music's
As you
different.
trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes.
Oh, the cabin. You can see it over there.
Of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Bro!
Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
A lot more to this demo than first meets the eye. Yeah, Scarlet Hollow is like that too. It has like tons of replayability because in Scarlet Hollow you can choose between a variety of like traits or perks you get. And you can combine them in certain ways. This must be how D&D players feel when they veer off the male plot. I'm digging this. Some real cosmic fuckery going on. Yeah! The narrator. Woo, wee, 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 wee.
You've doomed us all. You know that, right? But of course you do.
Blah, blah, blah,
Otherwise
blah,
you
blah,
wouldn't
blah,
just
blah.
wander off into the forest
Main
in search
plot.
of certain death.
I was like, what's the male plot? But I figured out what you were trying to say.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh, there's still a chapter 2 for this.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
What is this?
You're here to slay her.
Those walls were here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin.
What are you talking about? Those walls have always been there. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost, or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yeah, screw this guy. They might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day. If by ruining my day you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you can pull that off.
Every time I play Scarlet Hollow, Tabitha has different lines. She's so dynamic. Love her. # problematic fave. I love Tabitha! Oh my gosh. I have to specifically go out of my way in my other playthroughs to not choose all the Tabitha choices because I'm like, I can fix her! She's just so sad. I wish I could fix her.
Still, the world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. You are never going to slay her with that attitude.
Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin.
I have one last. She will lie. Maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore them. They're just being difficult for the sake of it.
So am I at this point. Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is odd, the air smelling faintly of plastic, the wood of the walls fitting together at uncomfortable angles. The only furniture is a plain wooden table, its legs all the wrong lengths, causing it to tilt towards the door. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Look at how the walls connect. It's very disorienting.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
New cabin design. Babe, wake up! New cabin design just dropped.
If he wants us
Smells
to
like plastic.
Maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
Yeah, that's fair.
I, for one, would rather have it. We don't really know what we're dealing with here. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
The connecting factor of this time loop is the beautiful knife. That is true. A pristine knife. Should I take it or leave it this time? What do you guys think? Let's take it.
You take the blade from the table. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old wooden staircase. The steps are warped and shoddily constructed. The air seeping up from below is heavy, oppressive, with an odd stink to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Thanks for the follow, Starmie. I appreciate it. If anybody else watching likes my content, feel free to follow as well. I'm almost to 50, and then I'll be an affiliate. What if narrator's insistent on her being a princess because that lets him put her into a vulnerable, slayable form? Oh, that's really cool. I didn't even think about that. Only as strong as others think you are? Oh, thanks for the follow, Lotophagia. I think I'm gonna call you Loto, if that's okay. I didn't even think about that. That's really cool because the narrator does influence, like, what happens in this world. So it would make sense that if he changes our perception, and maybe that's why when we help the princess, she's like a cute anime girl. Loto works? Okay, good. And when we try to slay her, she's a demon because our perception of her changes as well.
Her voice carries up the stairs, its multi-tonal lilt adding to the already uneasy atmosphere.
Multi-tonal?
Is someone there?
This isn't what I expected her to sound like.
The narrator is gaslight gatekeep and the princess is girl boss. That's very funny.
What is she? I think we'd all like to know.
I would like to know.
You carefully make your way down the stairs.
What does she look like?
As you descend the final step, the
Oh!
form of the princess comes into view. She looks eyes with you,
Oh!
one moving a little faster than the other. The loose skin of her face stretches into something resembling a smile. Good lord.
Good lord. Ah!
Something in her neck bulges, roiling under her skin as she starts to speak, her voice pouring out between her closed teeth.
Don't be a stranger.
Oh.
It's been so long since I had a friend.
That one was really cool. The ghost labyrinth sound? What's the ghost labyrinth sound? Okay. So...
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to...
There's the Abby Howard designs I know, love, and get traumatized by. Exactly. The first time I played Scarlet Hollow, it was before I started streaming, and I audibly went, ugh, when I saw the like bulge in the chicken. And there's also that unfortunate scene with Duke. Okay. Walk towards the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
The princess within.
A warning. She will
Yeah,
we're not
she'll
gonna
lie
go
and
ignore
cheat.
him.
Blah, blah, blah. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely
I like this music a
bare.
lot. It's really
The
pretty.
air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The blade is your...
Okay, so we're not gonna take the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated. Her voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
All she do is eat hot chip and lie. Princesses only do 3 things these days. Sit chained up in the basement, eat hot chip, and lie.
Hypnotize. Don't let...
Continue down the stairs. I'm gonna
Still
try to
listening
do
to reason.
everything I did last
It would be
time.
better if you had a weapon, but you walk down the stairs and
To
lock
save her.
eyes with the princess. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
Hi.
Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses.
you can address me as your...
Is
Okay. Have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with...
this is the only... Okay, but...
I was sent here to slay you. I don't think you're actually dangerous.
Is that why they threw me down here?
Wee wee wee
I don't
wee
want
wee.
to hurt anyone. I like the world. I don't remember much about it.
That's...
Did they tell you...
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me.
Thank you for...
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
She has a sweet face when you don't have a knife. Yeah, she looks a lot more friendly.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's
Nope.
somewhere upstairs. Doubtful.
I'm gonna check upstairs.
Okay. I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door is someone else.
Hey, let me
Your
out of
shouts. I'll
here!
repeat.
Try the
You try the
door!
door.
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Wee
This would have
wee
been so
wee
much
wee.
easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're
I
in.
heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
The narrator does have an agenda.
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
I also want to date him. Maybe I can fix him. Hashtag problematic fave, the narrator and slay the princess.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what...
Okay, now we're gonna try, instead of saving her, we're gonna try to slay her.
Without hesitation, bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. The wound drives her to the ground.
Why are we a bird person?
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back.
When I saw you bite your own arm off, I changed my mind.
Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room.
Oh, she still does have her
meets your
arm.
eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see that razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver.
She does
now.
have that knife.
As you ready your blades to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw.
Oh my.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Slay
Though
the
your nerves are
princess.
seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Finish the job.
You steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
I'm really excited to see this game like fully realized, because it already feels so fleshed out. This could be an entire game on its own, but the fact that it's a demo is really exciting.
Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised. Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling our friend apart? If the princess doesn't do them in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job.
The narrator seems to be bent on me dying in every ending.
You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons.
What?
And then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further. You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
We are also the narrator's ex.
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and that terrifying conviction in her words. But you don't have the time left to worry about such things. Everything goes black, and you die.
Oh, we get another one! Yee!
You're on a path. You're here to...
Silently proceed to the cabin.
I have... She will...
He's right, you know.
Oh.
She's a clever one, and determined too. Keep your eyes open and your senses sharp, because we're not going to let her get the best of us again.
Ignore him. She's just a princess. Don't overestimate her. The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only item of furniture is a plain, termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
The pristine blade.
The blade is your implement.
Yes, do it. Take the blade and make her pay for what she's done.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creeps open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to step over a few holes.
The narrator's so sus. He reminds me of Sybil. Sybil is the, Kanika's mom, I think, right? It's Kanika's mom. Kanika and Miles's mom that owns the tea shop, or tea room, I guess. She is sus as hell. Oh, gotta fix my headphones.
The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're stepping down into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
I do need to go through and replay Scarlet Hollow Chapter 3 again so I can see more content, because I've only played it once, and the traits I took were Keen Eye and Speak to Animals. Those are my favorites.
It isn't hypnotizing anymore. It's almost feral. Don't let her intimidate you. You carefully make your
I'm
way
intimidated.
down the stairs.
Oh!
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Beast girl, beast girl, beast girl, beast girl!
Has both her arms again. And she's different, isn't she?
Monster girlfriend!
The beast is showing us what she really is.
Whoa!
You're the reason I'm still down here. Fiend, monster, betrayer. Nothing will get between my teeth and your throat.
The beast. And the achievement is a little drawing of an angry cat. What other endings do you think we can get? I think I might call stream here because I feel like that's good. That's a really good sample of what we can get. I really liked this demo. It was really good. But yeah, what did you guys think? I really liked this. I'm so happy that I got a code to play. There's a lot to this demo. It seems like a rad game. Yeah, it looks, I'm so excited to play more. I wonder if there's like an official release date, or if they're gonna release it maybe like chapter by chapter like they do with Scarlet Hollow. Thank you, Black Tabby Games, for giving me this download code. I am so happy, and I had such a wonderful time playing this game. Wow! I'm so happy. It's very fun, and I'm looking forward to more, for sure. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow for Minecraft.